What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the SAS, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you once again on a Tuesday for OTR. And today we're going to get plenty beefy and cheesy. And you know why? It's because we're at Arby's, and that's just the place where you get beefy and cheesy. I'll be right back to get even beefier and cheesier with you right after this on OTR. You are looking live at downtown Rockville, Maryland, and Arby's, where they have Meatcraft. And today I'm here at Arby's not to check out anything really, well, sort of, that they've got advertised on the side of the building right now. They do have a brisket sandwich. That's the regular smokehouse brisket. I'm going to be checking out something a little more special than that. Along busy Rockville Pike here in the White Flint section, where the original Dave and Buster's in our area used to be long ago. And I think this building at one time was a Roy Rogers. You see, they do not have the really old school cowboy hat sign like they do in Alexandria, but they do have a cowboy hat sign, and that's better than nothing. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box today from Arby's. And it is the bacon brisket beef and cheddar, basically taking the classic beef and cheddar Arby's sandwich, which consists of their roast beef, some cheddar cheese sauce, and an onion roll, and then they add the favorites in the meat world known as brisket and bacon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try to get a little bit closer look here. Take off the crown of that onion roll. You got that ooey gooey cheese sauce on top of that roast beef. There's the two bacon strips right there. And then you can see down here that they got brisket too. All right, guys, this is $7.49 here at Arby's, which is not a terrible price compared to some sandwiches I've seen at various places, including Arby's. So we'll see how this fares in terms of flavor versus value and more right after this on OTR. All right, gang, I am back to check out this brand new bacon and brisket beef and cheddar today here at Arby's. Let me go ahead and scoop up this $7.49 sandwich, show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do, show it to you a little bit more closely, give you a little bit better idea of the size and scope of the situation. Lots of beef going on in there. I'm going to open up this bottom bun so I can see that brisket a little bit better. Yeah, there you go. There's your brisket right there, guys. That's the money shot. All right. Not going to play around much longer. I'm just going to take a big bite of this bad boy. What do you say? Oh my God. Meaty, tasty. What a textural experience. Oh, holy crap. That is a very tasty sandwich, guys. Thought I might have some cheese left over on my lip there. At first, I thought there wasn't going to be enough cheese to do the job in there, because there just seemed to be a thin layer spread across the top of the roast beef or along the bun area. But it seemed to be in pockets throughout the sandwich too, so that was really exciting when you got a little burst of cheese here and there. But building this thing from the bottom to the top the way we always do, that onion roll is always a nice change from your standard regular old white bread that you get at most fast food restaurants. So I definitely always give that a plus in the points department there. For this particular sandwich, they might have wanted to beef up that bun a little bit, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? But it was still a really good, tasty bun. It's just not holding up to all the beefiness and baconiness and cheesiness and goodness. And holy crap. So then you do have those two strips of bacon. They're nice and crispy and crunchy. They're not all rubbery and chewy and whatnot. Easy to get through. That way you're not just gnawing away at it like it's a bunch of jerky in the middle of the sandwich, and that's a good thing. Tastes like good bacon. Might be an applewood or something like that. Either way, tastes very nice and is a good addition to the selection of meats, which includes good old-fashioned not Roy Rogers, rather, but Arby's roast beef. Roy Rogers roast beef is better. Arby's roast beef is good, but it's a more pressed meat than what you get from Roy Rogers, or maybe a more fancy place even than that. Not that Roy's is that fancy, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I still like the Arby's roast beef, especially when you stack a whole lot of it on top of a sandwich like that and make such a beefy stack of goodness. Then that brisket, man, that brisket helps really change the textural complexion of this whole bad boy so that you end up getting a a little bit of a chew and a little bit of a tug, but a very tender, melt in your mouth experience overall once it does get to it where it needs to go. And that's really tasty too. The cheese sauce, mild and creamy, but it does the job of lubricating this whole deal. Add some Arby sauce to it, put some horsey sauce on there, and you're going to have a messy good time, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm giving this bad boy a 100% full thumbs up here today on OTR. What do you think, guys? Have you been to Arby's recently? I'm glad I came to Arby's today. The wife and I were getting our other car serviced, and had to drop her off down there. So I went ahead up here, not just a few miles away, to the Arby's, and because I remember they had this sandwich. It's only been out a little while, but it's not brand spanking new. But one thing is, I ordered her a smoked brisket sandwich for herself, and they also gave me, what is this? Free curly fries. Holy crap. But not only that, what is this? A free roast beef sandwich. I got a free roast beef sandwich and free curly fries here today at Arby's by mistake. Maybe they just need to get rid of some extra food. I don't know, man. But happy about that nonetheless. All right, guys. What did you think about my experience at Arby's today? Tell me in the description down, or the comments down below. While you're down there, spend some time in the description area to check out the various ways you can connect with the Snack Society on social media, including the Facebook group, which has 1,000 of the coolest people in it, and you should be one of those people too. Also, make sure you check us out on Patreon, where right after this, you're going to hear me and see me give you the extra mile. That's right, exclusive content every week on the Snack Society Patreon page. All you have to do is lend your support for a little bit, and you get to have that exclusive content week after week after week. Today, going to talk about the Stomping Ground pay-per-view from last night, talk about some of the things that we reviewed last night, give you a little bit more of a preview of that, and just talk about happenings and comings and goings in the Snack Society. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified. And in the meantime, in between time, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.